Hi everyone. Today we're talking about a question that worries a lot of people. How will GTA 6 run on Xbox Series S? And will it run at all? The answer is simple. Yes, it will. And probably better than you expect. Let's break it down based on the facts we have right now. Xbox Series S is the least powerful console of the current generation. That's just a fact. It has less GPU power, less available RAM for graphics, and it's fully digital. It targets up to 1440p resolution, but let's be honest, in reality it's usually somewhere between 720p and 1080p. Still, it's a true next-gen console with an SSD and modern architecture. The most important thing is that Rockstar will definitely optimize GTA 6 for it, because Series S was clearly listed in the latest trailer. Don't forget, Series S represents millions of players and makes up the majority of current-gen Xbox consoles. There is no way Rockstar would ignore that audience. We all know how much this company values consoles. The most likely scenario is 1080p at 30 frames per second. Most likely with dynamic resolution and modern upscaling techniques, probably scaling from something around 834p. In heavier sense, it may drop a bit lower to maintain stability. But let's be realistic, for a game of this scale that would be more than acceptable. Rockstar has already stated that even the higher-end consoles will likely target 30 FPS. So expecting more on Series S wouldn't make much sense. They've always prioritized atmosphere, detail and world building over maximum frame rates. Now let's talk about graphics. Series S will most likely have simplified textures, slightly reduced draw distance and maybe less complex shadows or visual effects. But the overall experience will remain the same world, the same mechanics, the same story, just without some of the extra visual polish. It certainly won't look worse than Red Dead Redemption 2 did on the previous generation. And don't forget, this is newer hardware with a fast SSD. And this is important, GTA is a massive, living open world. Even if the resolution is lower, what truly matters is stability. Cars shouldn't disappear and PCs should behave naturally. No major shutters or freezes. That's what counts. The SSD in Series S is a big advantage here. Loading times will be fast, switching between characters should be almost instant. Quick resume could work great too, unless Rockstar ties the games heavily to constant online connectivity. In that regard, it should be similar to Series X. If GTA 6 has a strong online component, that could affect some console features. But if you're like many people who mainly care about the story campaign, Series S should still deliver a full experience. Rockstar has definitely thought this through long ago. Will there be differences compared to Series X of PlayStation 5? Yes, of course. On the higher-end consoles, we'll see higher resolutions, better shadows, maybe more stable performance or additional graphics modes. But the real question is, will the Series S version be worse? No. It will be tailored to the hardware. The story, the map, the missions, the characters, the dialogue, all of that will remain the same. The compromises will be purely technical. If we look back at Red Dead Redemption 2 on last-gen hardware, we've already seen that Rockstar knows how to squeeze every bit of power out of a console, so expecting a heavily cut-down version would be a mistake. On the contrary, this could become one of the most technologically impressive games of the generation, fully utilizing what Series S can offer. So, the most realistic prediction for GTA 6 on Xbox Series S, up to 1080p, 30 FPS, dynamic resolution, slightly reduced graphical settings, but the full game experience intact, completely playable and immersive. And honestly, for a console of this size and price, that would be a very solid result. Thanks to Series S, we get access to massive games without spending a fortune. So, if this is your console, there is no need to worry. GTA 6 will be there, it will run, and it will let you dive into Rockstar's new world just like on the more expensive models. At the end of the day, GTA has always been more about what you do in the world than how many pixels your console pushes. Thanks for watching until the end, all the best, friends!